So, you want to learn how to dream, to lucid dream. I'm going to teach you. And you're going to need a couple of things. First, you're going to need an anchor. It could be anything. It could be your breath. It could be a mantra. It could even be your feet coming out of your covers. It could be anything, really. Realistically, it could be anything. What I use recently has been I am dreaming. And let me just preface that mantra with, it's very powerful. For some reason, I have found the most success with that in just everyday life, and also when I'm about to be dreaming. That could also be another mantra. I am about to dream. If you want to be grounded in reality, in this plane of existence, you could definitely just say, I'm about to dream. Because I am dreaming could have like some weird connotations for you. I could see that, perception of it, at least. And yeah, I'm just giving suggestions, right? I mean, you could also use your breath. You can combine them, intertwine them. I did a practice just the other night where it had me, my mind was blown. So what I would do is I would lay down, and you basically just, I can't explain it, right? That's a bad way to put it. I'm on here with you, telling you how to dream, and I can't even explain it. But hear me out. Hear me out. So there's a plane in between the let's just say the dream realm and our grounded reality, right? That in between space of like semi-consciousness is such a beautiful thing to access. And it's called hypnagogic, if I'm correct. I don't have it written down anywhere, but it's been used in time as a place to access many of things. It is completely separate from ego and self. I wouldn't say self, actually, because I was like anyway, probably just ego, I would say. Maybe even body, if you're in that realm, I guess. But you still have like a sense of like, this is happening to me, right? So I guess, I don't know, who's the one that's dreaming is like a real, isn't that like an old fucking saying? Who's the one that's dreaming? Anyway, so some inventors or amazingly smart people have used this in time. Salvador Dali, Nikola Tesla, and they say Thomas Edison too, if I'm correct. I think that's like the first person they usually credit, but if you know, you know. I'm really gonna credit Nikola Tesla and Salvador Dali. But who knows who else used this insane technique, you know? So what I'm just gonna quote what I remember from like a long time ago reading about this. Nikola Tesla used to hold a metal ball, and he would fall asleep in like a rocking chair or some shit. And when he would reach this state, he would try to stay in it for as long as he could, right? At least in my perception, right? He'd try to stay in that shit for as long as he could. And when he would reach REM sleep, which would be your dreams, he would drop the ball, right? And it'd wake himself up. But he says he pictured, I'm paraphrasing, I don't even know if I'm phrasing this right, but he said he can picture his inventions, the same as he would if he was in his like scientific research station or whatever the fuck, I don't know, in his lab, right? I don't know why I said all that, but you understand, right? Like, he was such a visionary in this state, in this plane of being, that it was like most of his creations would come out of this state. So basically what I'm saying is, dreaming isn't the whole picture. Nobody's painting this though. I swear I've looked everywhere, and everybody just wants to lucid dream. But nobody mentions, well, maybe some people do, but they're never tied together. I don't know, at least in the videos that I've seen, right? They're never tied together. They don't go hand in hand for some people. Some people just want to achieve this, and some people just want to lucid dream. Most people, I'd say. You know, so I guess what I'm getting at is, every single time I've lucid dreamed, it has been because I couldn't hold on to this middle plane of existence, you know? It's like, this is the astral, this is the physical. It's like in here, and it's an amazing section to be in, you know? I wouldn't go as far as only sleeping 2 hours a day, even though that's like the preferred method. People will like tell themselves to wake up when they enter dream, like, so they'll induce this state, and then once they start dreaming, they'll have a little bit of a lucid dream, and then be like, all right, wake up. And then they wake up, because it's that simple. You have an internal clock. You can tell yourself before you go to sleep, hey, wake up at 4 a.m. And guess what happens at 3:50? Try it. Try that shit tonight. I promise you. Guess what happens at 3:45? You wake up at 4:10. You wake up, bro. It's not a joke. So you're so powerful. You're so much more powerful than you can even conceive. And I would say this state is like the middle plane, the plane between. I don't know what to call it, but I'd say it's like a very deep meditation. If you dabbled at all in meditation in your life, you would know how deep that can take you if you let it, you know. So I don't know. I beg everybody that hears this message to tune into that, because that's a trip, man. And you know, if you want to lucid dream, do it tonight, because you can. Just follow this method right here. You set an anchor, mantra, breath, foot out of your fucking bed, it doesn't matter, right? Set a fucking anchor. You go to sleep, and you consciously go to sleep. Why do you go to sleep? Because you're fucking tired? No. You're going there to dream tonight. So when you go to sleep, you're going there to dream. Okay? Don't say, oh, I better go to bed because I'm tired. Don't do no drugs either. If you do drugs, you're not gonna achieve this at all. no alcohol, no none of that shit. Really. I mean, you know, marijuana, cannabis, you're fine. If you can still dream when you smoke, go ahead. Because it's not going to do that much. It will dull them out a little bit. You're probably not going to remember all of them. Anyway, next, journal your dreams. The more memory you got of your past dreams, it's infinite. It scales. The number just keeps going up as like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Your intelligence will just max out, as they say, you know, and that shit is amazing. So write down your dreams as much as you can remember. Even if you don't remember it, write it down. I didn't remember tonight. It don't matter, right? Just have that, start building that practice of remembering your dreams. The last thing, you have to remember whatever your anchor was in your dream. So that's why I am dreaming is so powerful, because if you know mantra, you know. If you know mantra, you know. But let me just break it down for you. If you say anything repeatedly enough in your mind, in a calm fashion, I'm not saying some weird shit. I'm saying, Om Mane Padme Hum. If you say that, that's an ancient Tibetan mantra. If you say that over and over and over and over again, it's in there. It's locked. It is locked. It'll be playing like a radio, always. And that's why, you know, if I get like whatever I do, right, there's always a mantra playing, keeping me here and now. Not always, I would say. I have quiet times, obviously, but if I'm experiencing something with another person and I'm talking to somebody, there's probably going to be a mantra playing, keeping me here and now, and, you know, trying to break through the separateness and all that stuff and just whatever, right? So, yeah, if you know mantra, you know mantra, but mantra's amazing. This is a fucking video about dreams. Whatever, dude. I don't care. Anyway, so in your dream, you have to remember whatever your anchor was. I'm back to it. I didn't get off track too hard. In your dream, just remember it. That's your goal. That is your major goal. And I don't know what y'all expected from this video, but you're gonna do it. Like, that's it. You're gonna fucking do it. And, you know, it's just like, oh, sorry, I haven't cut my nails in a minute. That's crazy. So anyway, once you remember that in your dreams, because you're saying it in the hypnagogic state, right? So, like, it's gonna, like, every so often when you're in that state of, like, in between the dream and the real life grounded reality, when you're in that, I'd say plane, I'm just saying plane to, like, a visual, you know, so like a plane of existence, there's 3 different planes, whatever, right? You understand if you're there. So I'm not trying to spiritually up level nobody, my bad. So that's so bad. Anyway, so when you're in that hypnagogic state, as they call it in scientific terms, you're really gonna, like, every so often, you're just gonna get off track, and, like, you can feel yourself slipping. If you want, you can stay. If you want, you can stay. So you can play with that realm for like 30 minutes if you really want to, but that's like the max, I feel like, at least in my experience. I don't know about everybody else, but yeah, like, you can stay there by repeating your mantra, repeating your anchor. That's the best part about it. All right, y'all. I ended up getting off track by a long shot, but I just want to say, just keep your anchor. Repeat it. In that plane between, if you want to stay there, repeat it. Just keep on trying to remember. I am dreaming, whatever it is. But play with it. Play with that awareness. Once you do end up going to REM sleep, try to find a way to find your anchor. It might be, honestly, it's really easy, but if it's hard for you, just keep trying. Go to bed, go to dream with the right intentions, and you will achieve this. And lastly, experiment. Have some fun. Like, don't get downtrodden about going to sleep, you know? It is an amazing thing that we get to experience every single night. Experiment. Just try different anchors. Try anything you want in your dreams. They're yours. Even though that's, what am I? Whatever, right? Anyway, I really hope y'all can resonate with this message and find that, because it is amazing. If you can't already lucid dream, try everything I said. And if you already can, for some reason you're watching this video and you can already on command lucid dream, I guess that's kind of the essence of lucid dreaming, is doing it on command. But if you can, I hope you learned something new today. And maybe you can experiment with that plane between. Yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you have a beautiful night. It's gonna be great. Anyway, peace out. Much love. I love y'all.